Analysis for Mark Meirowitz, for a professor, excuse me, Mark, at the State University of New York. Always good to see you. Joe Biden doesn't seem particularly concerned. How serious a matter is this?
This is gigantic, and it's going to be bigger and bigger and bigger. This is the president of the United States. This is a sitting president being investigated by a special counsel at the same time as the former president is being investigated by a... This is absolutely extraordinary. It's a game changer in American politics. These are the two that are apparently going to run against each other in 2024. They're both being investigated. So I think it's a game changer. It's very big. And of course, the president's excuses about this were, I think, a little bit laughable. You know, they're in my Corvette, in a locked garage. I mean, you know, that's kind of ridiculous.
So there's more than just political capital to be made from it, because obviously there's a criminal investigation into Donald Trump. And how much more complicated does that become because of what's happening with Biden?
Well, think about it this way. There was a whole brouhaha, and I'm not saying who's right and who's wrong, but Trump, the FBI came and they announced this secretly. In this case, they knew about this. This was known in November before the election, and the Justice Department actually internally looked at it, but never appointed a special counsel, never divulged it before the midterm elections. Now, Merrick Garland, to his credit and integrity, says, I don't like the reactions I'm getting, the information I'm getting from the White House counsel. As such, I'm appointing a special counsel. Now, remember one thing when you say criminal, the general rule has been that a sitting president cannot be indicted for a criminal offense, but a former president can. So we're in an extraordinary period, and what you might see is this could tank maybe both of them for the 2024 election if it gets out of control. But is it a tempest in a teapot? How do we know? We don't know what the documents are. Why were they in his locked garage? And how is that secure? And who had access to it? It's a frightening, frightening case, both in terms of the political ramifications, but also in terms of the president's reputation. It's very, very damaging.
Yeah, you're saying it could scupper a presidential bid, but presumably that would legally only apply to Donald Trump, because you've just said a sitting president can't be indicted. So it would just be the political capital, you're saying, that the Republicans would be using against Joe Biden because of what's happened, that might scupper his bid.
Yeah, I mean, even some have suggested that some Democrats don't want Biden to run in 2024. Conspiracy theories are running amok. The answer is, what could really cause interference in the ability, the political future of these two individuals? Is there anything, is there something there? I don't remember that. Is there there? Is there something to this? Is there, and I think clearly there is. Otherwise, why would Merrick Garland appoint a special counsel for Biden's documents? It seems that this is of very, very high importance. And remember, Watergate started off sort of as a little tempest, and it was something that started off, and there were recordings and this and that, and then it became a very big issue. What looked like small issues when Biden says, oh, it's just a small number of documents, trying to minimize it, but not very adroitly addressing the issue when he starts talking about his car and keeping documents in his car, classified documents that might relate to Ukraine and China being kept in his car. I mean, one wonders about the capability of the president in terms of, his capacity for doing things responsibly. It's shocking, I would say.
Very interesting historical reference to Watergate, Mark. Always appreciate the analysis. Thank you so much indeed. Mark Meirowitz.
Thank you very much, Ahmed.